Really, still don't.
It is a collective we. I'm disgusted with everybody on this show, myself absolutely included.
It's very complicated though, because I mean the type of ideas I would come up with, we just can't do anymore. So then I don't know what to do. What do you do? A sob story phone call thing, you know? Because it's got to be careful because it's Paul McCartney.
We wanted to do the wooden leg.
Remember the old days? One of our greatest bits was what would you do for blank tickets, and we would get some amazing shit done.
He would call.
That's why the bottle rocket out of the pussy one time.
Yeah.
That's why a gay guy actually having oral sex with a girl.
That's great.
Where he's crying.
Crying.
He was crying, but he wanted, I think it was NSYNC at the time. NSYNC tickets so fucking bad. Yeah. Imagine going to these guys and say, hey, we want a gay guy to give oral sex to a girl for whatever.
Oh, he was in tears.
And that's where my frustration comes in. And I understand maybe that's, not even maybe, that stuff maybe, I got to keep saying maybe, is maybe too far for this company. But they want to bring it so fucking close to like something a little better than the 10th caller. So I don't know what to fucking do. I don't even have an idea.
I want to smash my face.
What would your idea be?
Oh. I don't know, but I'm angry at my mental laziness. I mean, I'm going to be really truthful with the audience. I'm mad mostly at myself. I didn't fire off an email. I didn't come up with some great idea. I did nothing.
I didn't either. I watched TV.
But you know what I mean? And I know that. And it's like I'm writing something and I'm working on stand-up and I'm trying to do but I'm angry that I was mad about this last week and I did nothing. I didn't think of anything. If I fired out 10 ideas and they said no to all of them, well, then they can go fuck themselves. But I didn't.
Right.
And I'm mad at myself for that. Like, I didn't even give myself a chance to bitch at them.
Yeah.
I was mentally lazy, and I'm fucking annoyed that I was. I was watching Shred videos, and Ozzy, and Marlo from The Wire. That's what I was doing last night.
Dude, I was looking up Wire quotes.
Yeah.
What's the one about the king? If you go
after the king, you best not miss.
Best not miss, right? What a great Omar line.
Or if you get the tickets, you best not give them away.
Right.
Oh,
Pickers
cool.
are here.
Hey,
great.
Pickers.
Terrific.
You want them in?
Yes.
Come on in.
It's a fucking huge show, man, on the History Channel.
Yeah, pop them.
American Pickers. New episodes start tonight.
Tonight, yes.
The new episodes start tonight.
Here they are.
What's up, guys?
I recognize these guys.
Of course, Mike Wolf and Frank Fritz from American Pickers.
Pull a mic up in front of you.
My brother Quinn is probably your biggest fan. And then I just got I got a text from my father-in-law. He's a massive fan. I mean, we got a lot of guys in here, but the American Pickers guys, there's a lot of people that love you. I don't know why.
This is one of those shows that, and there are a few out there right now that on the outside you look at when you first hear about it and go, who's watching this?
Yeah.
Come
Are
on,
you
really?
serious?
It's two guys rummaging through people's stuff to try. Really?
Yeah.
And then you put it on the show and you start watching. You're like, wait a minute, what is that there?
No.
How much is that? Really? Is that worth that much? And then you're hooked.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time. I mean, Frank and I have known each other since 8th grade, and we've been picking professionally for like 20 years. So it's nothing surprises us anymore. I don't think.
Right. I mean, that's how the show got. I mean, a lot of it's about the characters, and being able to see that there's so much stuff still out there in America.
Do you approach the network with an idea, or do they come to you? Because I'm noticing a trend where a lot of quirky little things are being picked up for TV shows, and I wonder how that works out. Do you pitch it, or?
Well, yeah, I pitched the show for 4.5 years, and actually Frank and I were making videos of ourselves digging in barns.
Oh, okay.
And I wrote a treatment for the show and just started shopping it to production companies, and then everybody kept saying no. Well, when people saw it, they were like, "This is so cool! I love this," but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. And then it's perfect timing because now this is kind of a really popular thing on television.
Between the Hoarders and the rest of them.
Well, there's a lot of shows that are trying, mimicking and going side with
that
us now that are popping out.
Right.
There's even another show out there. They got like a fat and a skinny guy, just like me and Frankie.
Yeah, I think that's what was that?
I don't know.
Abbott Costello.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind being called fat.
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
I got a tapeworm, man. I've already ate 7 times today.
He doesn't look fat.
Yeah, we were pulling tubes early this morning.
Yeah, I mean,
It also convinces people that we all might have something valuable, which is an interesting thing because everybody thinks they might have that one fucking, that Honus Wagner card in there.
But with that said, we were talking earlier about the JFK assassination, okay? And the big thing is we can't believe no one really has a picture of Oswald from that window. And we just were thinking that someone just might have that. They just don't realize. And even though that was a massive over-the-top event.
Yeah, did you see in the paper the other day that they're auctioning off Oswald's casket?
Oh God, right, the coffin.
See that? Coffin, yeah.
What a despicable country. Yeah.
How'd they get that?
They
exhumed his body for something.
And then the casket had fallen apart, so they put him in a new box, and sent him on his way.
I mean, in your expert opinion, do you think there's possibly a picture out there and someone just doesn't know? Because they didn't go through their photographs.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Or they just threw the camera in a drawer or in the attic and just forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, look at all that. Recently with that guy that found all those Ansel Adams negatives.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
remember
that. Picasso.
He had them for years, though.
Yeah.
He had them for years. And the family won't validate them. They're like, no, what are they saying, that they're stolen or they're not real? Or the family is trying to say that they're not Ansel Adams' work. Yeah. But the cloud formations proved it was.
Right.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for us is just like showing America that these collections still exist and giving the items a voice and giving these people a voice. And that's why I started this project and we started down this path, is we were having all these amazing experiences and we would come home and people were like, that never happened. What? You talking serious? And we're like, man, it happened. And our friends finally said, you know what? You guys need to buy a video camera.
Yeah,
and that's how it started.
Yeah, we'd come home and we'd say, hey, the guy had 1,900 chandeliers, and be like, no way, no way. And be like, yeah, I'm telling you, like, no way, there's no way you could have it, So we started filming ourselves and started, recreating this,
when I was in college, I started picking through the garbage to find exams. But the stuff you would, and we did really well, by the way.
I'm sure.
Really well. We ended up, it was big business for us back then, and it continued years after we left the college. And all the fraternity houses would call our frat house. This is a true story, asking, because the word got out, do you have this certain exam, this certain exam? And the whole basement of our frat house was garbage. And we would.
But it was actually treasures.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it was money.
And I forgot now because it's many years, but I mean, not only did we find
You're
the
an entrepreneur.
because it was on the fucking, what do you call that?
Mimeograph machine.
But it was. I hate to date myself, but then they would throw that, what was it called?
The copy.
The carbon thing, whatever.
Oh, the carbon copies?
Yeah. In the garbage.
So back in the day.
Well, me and Frank used to do that kind of stuff too, and then read the paragraph we had to write when we were bad.
Yeah, we used to get in trouble. It used to be what was it?
I, Frank
Fritz, did not fully cogitate the inevitable consequences due to my lack of failure and cooperation to obey the rules and regulations of Bettendorf Middle School. Started writing that about 400 times,
we had to write
baby.
that shit like 200 times every time we did something.
You'd have to write that down, then you'd miss the bus, and then your mom would be like, well, I thought you were coming home at 3:30.
Then you couldn't make out with Doris spots under the bridge.
There was nothing. Detention, man.
That just sprung with something with me. I remember writing.
How many times I wrote
it is like, office detention supersedes all other commitments.
Yeah.
That was number one.
Yeah.
And then there were like 12 other ones, and you had to write it over and over again.
Fucking asshole.
I know, that really helps, doesn't
Wouldn't you rather
it?
just clean up the fucking schoolyard or something?
Yeah, or something like pick up some papers.
Something.
I could have been green back then,
Yeah,
Did you guys? So that's what you guys started out as, kind of garbage pickers? Way back?
I mean, we were always picking in the garbage when we were little. I had a junkyard that I used to dig in near me, and he was always wandering the railroad tracks.
I had some railroad tracks. I wasn't supposed to cut through there,
There were two things that I would go through people's garbage as a kid to find. We've talked about this, porno.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I still got some.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden,
Larry Flint's my idol.
Garbage day was great because you would just ride your bike up and down these streets, and every once in a while you see that bundle. Remember it? A bundle of newspapers, and you
knew what it was.
Sometimes,
Gold.
I mean, you would cut that
Had a
rope.
newspaper around it. So
You would cut the rope, and
Yeah.
every once in a while you would find gold. Like, holy shit, I'm 12 years old. I just found fucking porno.
Penthouses.
And that was the real deal stuff. I'm talking like
oh,
serious
yeah.
macrame bikinis, but there was no bikini there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, out to the woods.
I have a question.
Oh, yes, James.
What's the most valuable thing you found?
Oh.
It would, for me, it'd have to be motorcycle related. I found I found a 1913 Indian in a barn. I found a 1913 Harley in a barn. Yeah, motorcycles.
How much is that worth? Those.
An Indian in that condition that I found, probably 25,000. That Harley, probably 55,000, 60,000.
Do these guys know how valuable
Yeah, I
those?
paid up for that stuff. I mean, like that Harley, I stepped up. I paid $25K.
So wait, what year was the Harley?
It's a 1913. I've got it in my dining room. It's beautiful, man.
How long have they been around, Harley Davidson?
03. Yeah, long
Indian
time.
01.
Does the 1913 run?
I've never started it because the thing is, it's like when you, I look at it as a piece of art, and then when you actually do get it running, then you got to maintain it.
Yeah, that's
and
gonna
Frank,
be-
how do I maintain stuff?
Nothing. He doesn't. I'm the maintainer. I got probably over 40 motorcycles.
And he's got 30 battery chargers.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Battery.
As far as things like not valuable things, but what kind of things do you like finding? Like if you're walking, like some people like toys, other people like signs,
Baseball cards, or
yeah. I'm into both those signs, toys. Signs are always good. They're thin, they're easy to pack. I'm a big toy collector. We all gravitate towards things that we know. We feel comfortable about, and that's a couple areas that I'm comfortable in.
Yeah, I like anything that's transportation related. 4 wheels, 2 wheels. Memorabilia, petroleum. For us to make a living at this, we can't just be a one-trick pony. I mean, we've got to buy a lot of different things, and trends come and go, and we have to pay attention to that. But what's cool about us is like, all of a sudden brass blade fans are hot. Well, it's not so much us finding a brass blade fan. It's like us falling in love with that shit. Like, I love brass blade fans. I want to dry hump a brass blade fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Ow.
Have you ever unearthed a beehive accidentally looking through shit? That's my greatest fear.
God, yeah. Did we see that show?
Yeah, we had
No, I didn't
he picked up the whole hornet nest and said, "Get this out of here."
His hands like an oven mitt. He just grabbed the hornet nest and threw it on the ground.
Yeah, we get a lot of bugs, a lot of animals and stuff. Because when and the thing about it, I'm like a bug collector. I'm like one of those lights that the bug flies into.
Oh, he can get stung 100 times.
I got cordate. I got some I got cordate on my legs right now. I get bugs just are always on me. But what happens is you get in these barns and stuff, and you're disrupting people's lives and little bugs and stuff and everything. And you're like, oh, wow, no big deal. And then 2 days later, you're like, wow, I got 30 jigger bites on the side of my leg or something.
He was spooning with a bed bug this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you had bed bugs?
What? No, not yet.
Well, now you do if you're in New York.
Yeah.
Hey, a year and a half ago, me and Frank were sleeping in the van, peeing in a freaking Mountain Dew liter bottle.
Yeah,
Really? I mean, seriously, we used to sleep in the van. We were picking all the time.
That's right.
It was crazy.
Christ.
So things have changed dramatically for us.
You guys find a lot of baseball cards?
We haven't really found any baseball.
People know now, I think.
Yeah,
People
baseball
know.
cards were really hot about 7 years ago.
Yeah,
I found a little bit of comic books before.
But still, the old baseball cards out there. I do have a follow-up question. Everyone knows the Honus Wagner is the #1 card. I want to know what the #2 card is. No one ever talks about the #2 card.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever happened to the 1951 Mickey Mantle? His rookie year. I mean, at one time those were they were 80 to 125,000. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
The thing about baseball cards too, it's always that #1 card is okay when you collected as a kid. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had them all in a stack. And what did you do as soon as you?
I know, rubber band.
You put a rubber band around. So that #1 card, if it's good condition,
it's
always roached because it's rubber band.
Well, you didn't know at the time it was going to be worth something.
We didn't know at the time. My grandfather collected. He collected Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, Sandy Koufax. And you know what I used to do with them? I used to put them with the clothespin in my spoke.
Make a nice sound on your bicycle.
Darn right.
Yeah. I remember the biggest score I got when I was walking to school when I was in kindergarten. I came across in the garbage a whole box of STP stickers. And when you're a kid, stickers are like money, man. For trading, I had a box of these things, and that was like the honey bowl.
The sticker to have.
That's before Stone Temple Pilots.
I'm talking like 68, 69. I was the man. A couple Playboys and some STPs. I was rocking it.
You had it.
I remember the first hardcore porn I ever saw was magazines I found, and I still remember the photos. Guys with mutton chops, 2 guys, 1 dog.
Mutton chops between their legs.
And I also dug around at old junkyards for beer cans. I was a big beer can collector.
I was too. When I was a kid, I started everything: beer cans, rocks, postage stamps. I mean, everything you could. I did. Rocks.
Easy to collect
rocks
isn't
because
it?
they were by the river.
There's one.
No, I used to put them in the little the shiners,
tumbler,
Yeah, tumbler, and they cut them out, and they'd be like, "Wow, it's a piece of granite. Fool's gold."
What was your most valuable beer can? You remember?
Cone Top Boy.
I don't know. Breeze or something.
Well, the Billy beer was huge. If you had one that wasn't open.
Man, we see that everywhere. Billy beer and Harley beer.
Yeah, 1986 was when the Billy beer came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Billy beer.
We had when we were kids. Remember that place in the woods called Beer Can Graveyard?
Yeah.
It was a place called Beer Can Graveyard. It was next to Butt Slide Mountain down the river from Mossy Point.
Yeah.
Wait, 86 after Carter was president?
86 was Billy Beer, I believe. I think that because they're orange and white.
I would have thought it was 70s. No, okay.
Yeah, it's old, dude.
Oh, is it? Maybe
yeah, it's cranking.
Because Carter was 76 to 80, so I would have thought it was.
86 does sound a little too.
Yeah, maybe.
We got two words for Frank: wake and bake.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I had a. You ever have an old? What was it called? Old frothing slosh beer can?